Taylor King is ready to go. His team comes into this one with the best record in the majors. All eyes on baseball's elite today. It's the Athletics taking on the Seattle Mariners. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. So up next, Taylor King. He set a new career high in home runs this year. And Siggy, he's just trying to set the bar as high as possible now.
That's the ball.
King launched a homer in his most recent game.
Ball.
Savali, 31 years old, and he was a third-round pick back in 2016. Just missed. Draws the walk there.
Looked like a questionable call in that spot. He even seemed a little surprised it went his way at the plate. But as a hitter, you'll take that all day.
Man at first with one gone. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Cal Raleigh. Here comes the pitch. Runner breaks for second. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
And now it's Julio Rodriguez. In the dirt, blocked. And an excellent job keeping it right there. On the ground to third, Muncy. To Jimenez. What a double play that was. Inning over.
Poetry in motion there as the second baseman turns the double play. Nice throw to first, and that's the way to end the inning.
Welcome back. Last series, the pitching was not good as we take a check of the numbers.
Man, I mean, nice job just presenting it to be better than it actually was.
And a base hit up the middle. So a man on base to start the inning. Here's the power hitting catcher, Cal Raleigh. Grounder might be 2. Kurtz over to second. Their second double play in just the first 3 innings here today.
For me, that's one of the toughest double plays to turn on the infield. The first baseman has to get inside, create a throwing lane to hit that middle infielder to start the double play, and then from there completing it back to first. Really good job all the way around.
King steps in. They've got the edge, but the job is not done. He's looking to keep the line moving.
Yeah, nothing wrong with a little insurance, Boog.
And that's in there at the knees for a strike. His home run numbers stand out, Chris. Nobody has hit more in his team. Ripped to short. Over to first. And that's one out as they get the leadoff hitter in the 6th.
Oh, Boog, we talk about how the ball is coming out of a pitcher's hand. The way it comes out of his hand as an infielder. Wow, really impressive.
King stepping in. Team needs a wake-up swing here, Chris.
Yeah, Boog, get this guy an espresso. They need a hit to put a jolt into this offense.
And a breaking ball drops in for a strike. Runner at second, 2 down. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Hit softly on the ground to third.
And a foul ball.
Left field. Plays it on a bounce, and it deflects away. They extend their lead as the runner scores from second.
Picks himself up an RBI. Hooked around that pitch on the outside, but he was still able to square it up pretty nicely, and that takes quick, strong wrist to pull that off.
2 outs, runner at first. The switch hitting catcher will come up to hit. Cal Raleigh. Runner on the go. So a walk puts runners at first and second.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
Julio Rodriguez coming to the plate now in a big spot. Here's a 1-1. What a stop. Goes to second with it. It's there, and that's a great play. 2 men left stranded, but they do push across one. 8th inning coming up. It's the M's 5 and the A's 1. This is AL West action on MLB The Show. King had a solid game for them, a real contributor.
Well, you can't win a lot of games without hitters delivering like he did in this one. No question, he's a key contributor for him.
One down. Digging in, Taylor King. He's someone who quickly made a splash at this level, Chris, a former Rookie of the Year.
With how good these offenses are, there's a lot of ball game left. If he doesn't get a knock right here, that pitch he just took is going to eat at him for a while. You might not see another pitch like that from a top-level guy like this.
0-1 now. And that one hammered. That's back. See you later. A solo shot. Home run number 35 on the year. And they close the gap. It's 4-1.
He's going to the plate with a ton of confidence lately, and he's getting the results to back it up. No doubt, those two things feed off one another. He got on plane with that high fastball, and look how his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Absolutely crushed that pitch.
Up next for the Mariners, the right fielder, Taylor King. Oh, yeah.
Tied up here in the early going. Out towards right center field. This one looks like trouble. Around first, heading for 2. In safely. It's a double and his second hit.
Putting some good swings on the ball. That's his second extra base hit in this one. I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside, and he had to get really deep. So pretty incredible hands to fight it off and still get good wood on it.
One out, runner at second. Cal Raleigh now at the plate.
Part of the order coming through now, and with 1 home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
Base hit into the outfield. King around third. The throw is offline, and he's in to score. 5-4 now as they take the lead.
Mission accomplished there as he picks up the RBI to give him the lead. That one was smoke coming off the bat, and it looked like there might have been a close play at the plate. Good job of base running rounding third, making sure he could come in and score that run.
Back in Seattle, Taylor King. Top 5 in home runs in the league. And his taters don't just leave the yard, they leave the conversation.
Yeah, it's like there's a swing and see you tomorrow.
Statcast doesn't even flinch anymore, just shrugs and says, yeah, that tracks.
You know, Boog, if he parks one more into the upper deck, they're going to name the seat after him.
The 0-2. Up the middle, and that one handled. Whips it to first. Leadoff hitter retired in the fourth.
First of all, that's just a nice job to even get to that ball, and then even more impressive was the throw. Off balance, had to try to in the air, get his shoulders turned, and make a strong throw. Does show off the strength of the arm. We're usually used to seeing that kind of arm strength from the shortstop.
King digs in. They're in front, but that lead could shrink quickly.
A little breathing room never hurt Boog. He's got the bat to supply that 0-2.
Well, these Mariners, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. They have 5 extra base hits on the stat sheet so far, and that tells me they're seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well. With all those extra base hits, it's easy to think we're going to see that trend continue the rest of the game. They seem to be really locked in at the plate.
Oh, look at the stop. To first. Nicely done for the out.
Up next for the Mariners, the catcher, Cal.
Bottom of the 8th. And stepping in for the Mariners, Taylor King.
Strom has a pretty cool hobby. Collects baseball cards of players who hit home runs off of them. I love the reason he does it. He tells people, if you hit a home run against me, you're good enough to collect.
So important to get ahead of these hitters. You don't want to issue a free pass and allow that tying run to come to the plate. Always want to keep that other team in a position where if they're going to beat you, they're going to have to do it with multiple.
And there's a rocket into the outfield. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Clearly seeing the ball very well in this one.
Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
Cal Raleigh up next for the Mariners.
And things could change quickly here with one swing.
Tying run at the plate. In the dirt. And the runner holds. In the air, right field. Butler gets there. He's under it. One away.
Up next for the Mariners, the center fielder, number 44, Julio.
One down, runner at first. Here's the center fielder, Julio Rodriguez. Two now. In the air, left field. Grabs it on the run. And there's 2 away.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
2 outs, runner on first. Dominic Canzone up next for the Mariners. Wilson gets it to first, and that'll do it. 1 left for Seattle. Can't cut into a 10-8 deficit. King was a real bright spot despite the loss. Had 3 hits, 1 of them a homer.
No question, he was a big contributor for him here. Fantastic effort at the plate, even in defeat.
One down. Now it's the right fielder, Taylor King. Chris, he's definitely going to finish the year with a new career high in homers. We just don't know how many he's going to hit quite yet. King working on a massive campaign right now, putting up some big home run numbers.
Well, we've seen him flex some impressive power this season, and there's still a lot of time to go. If he can keep up this pace he's on, we could be in for something really special.
High fly ball lifted in the air, right field. Butler gets under it. Out number 2.
Batting third, the catcher, Chow. Up next for the Mariners. The right
King
fielder,
was
Taylor
recently in the All-Star game for the
King.
first time, a nice career achievement. And a strike in there.
What a special moment for him, man. Getting that all-star appearance is just awesome. A lot of good players who had really nice careers but never played in the all-star game, so he should appreciate this.
Short hop liner, handled it short. Fires to first, and very nicely done for the out.
Up next for the Mariners, the catcher, Chow. Up next for the Mariners, the right fielder, Taylor King.
Chris, he's currently the team leader in stolen bases. All tied up, last half of inning number 5. Ripped to third and caught.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
King steps in now, tying run in scoring position. Big chance to even things up or take the lead, Singy.
Yeah, he's just got to stay patient and hunt something he can handle. Could swing the momentum in a heartbeat.
Fastball in the inside corner for a strike.
Not what he's looking for there in the 0-0 count. Looks like he wants the ball down in the zone.
2 on, 1 out. That's a base hit. Runner around third. That gets by him. He'll score and they tie it. Ozzie flying around third. He will score and they take the lead. It's a 2-run single. It's 5-4.
Such great concentration. Everybody on their feet, knowing that you can come through with a good swing. And there he doesn't try to do too much.
1 out man at first. Now the Mariners catcher, Cal Raleigh. And there's no doubt that they'll feed off the energy from this crowd, right?
I mean, yeah, I'd say the intensity level has gone up a few notches for sure.
Runner on the go, Muncy. Whips it across. No chance at the double play with the runner in motion. And now it's Julio Rodriguez.
Well, no better night than Sunday night when everyone is watching. You break out, you just let them know that you haven't gone anywhere.
Man on second, 2 down. That's to third. Bounces it to first, but he digs it out and the inning is over. A couple of runs in the inning puts them ahead. We look ahead to inning number 8. It's the M's 5 and the Athletics 4. The Sunday night showcase is a good one. We'll be right back. King steps in now. He knows what's waiting for him, Singy. An arm of top-tier command and stuff to match.
Yeah, no freebies here, Boog. You got to earn everything when you're up against a pitcher of this caliber.
Right down the chute. That's strike 1.
Well, in this situation, the hitter knows that he's got to find a pitch that he can drive in order to drive in that tying run all the way from first base. So If he can't do that, keep the line moving for a walk or just a base hit. But you got to stay within yourself.
That one not close, and it's 1-1.
If you're a base runner, you got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
The M's with the winning run at the plate. And the home team trying to pull it out. On the ground. And that is the ball game. King with a solid contribution even despite the loss.
Not one to put on the personal highlight reel necessarily, but wasn't a big downfall for him in the loss.
So digging in, Taylor King. Chris, it's been a good year for him, having already set a new career high for RBIs in a season. King getting the start in right. Batting second in today's lineup, and his on-base percentage this season is over 400.
When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up, and that's what he's been doing. It's made a big impact for him in recent games. Well, it looks like he's wanting to work the upper part of the strike zone. What does that mean? Top hand better be working for the hitters. Adjust that side a little bit. Give yourself a chance to hit.
Grounded to third, could be two. To Jimenez. Relay to first, double play.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
Up next for the Mariners, the right fielder, Taylor King.
That clips the corner. And here's a challenge. That looked like it missed to me. Good eye at the plate. They'll overturn the call. Still 2 challenges left for them. 2 down, nobody on. Right through there for a strike. Now a high fly ball out to left center. Soderstrom should have this one, and that ends the inning. On to inning number 4. It's the A's 3 and the Mariners 2. This is AL West action on MLB The Show.
The Mariners, the right fielder, Taylor King.
Right through there for a strike.
With 2 out and nobody on, you want to go right after this guy. He's the number 2 hitter, which means if he gets on, you've got some thunder coming up behind him.
2 down, nobody on. Ripped, but it curls foul.
He's bagging. Give me that pitch one more time. A hanging changeup just out in front.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. That's to third. Out with room to spare, and that's the inning. Nobody left for Seattle, but they hold on to a 4-3 lead. Taylor King up next for the Mariners. 0 for 3 in this one.
No, that's it. Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Gets him to chase after that one. This one smoked out to left. Soderstrom going back, bangs off the wall. Safely into second. He's got a double.
That's a good sound coming off the bat, man. And as he connected out front and lifted into the outfield, that's one of those swings where you just don't even feel the ball hit the barrel. That's a pure stroke.
Really important at that coming up now.
Here's the catcher, Cal Raleigh.
And things could change quickly here with one swing.
The Mariners with the tying run at the plate here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. In the dirt, runner holds, and it's a full count. On the ground to the left. To first. Fine play in the hole for the out.
Oh, Boog, we talk about how the ball is coming out of the pitcher's hand. The way it comes out of his hand as an infielder. Wow, really impressive.
Now here is Julio Rodriguez. The tying run at the plate. On the ground, right side. Play made, that ends the inning. Mariners leave one. They trail it here 6-4. King stepping in now, down one, tying run in scoring position, and a hitter who's not shy about the spotlight.
Yeah, he's been clutching these spots before. His dugout wouldn't mind seeing a big swing of the bat here, Boog.
First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Now, Boog, this is a real tough place for visiting teams to come in and close out ball games for a win.
Fastball for a strike.
Getting a little frustrated with the strike zone.
They're down to their final strike. 2 on, 2 outs. That one drifts inside.
That turns out to be a really good take right there, but you don't want to end this game with the bat on your shoulder.
A's leading by a run. Yeah, the home team trying to pull it out. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Next offering is outside. Cal Raleigh would be next. Big bat with a potentially huge opportunity. The M's with the tying run at second, winning run at first. Here in the last half of inning number 9. Out to short. Throw to first and ball game. And the A's take the finale here. They win the series 3-1. King did well enough for them despite the loss.
Not great, not terrible, just kind of an average game. He's got better in him, Boog.
Live from Yankee Stadium in the Bronx, two of the best teams in the game square off. It's the Seattle Mariners taking on the New York Yankees. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. One down. Now the number 2 hitter, Taylor King. That one finds the zone. Going around. Schlittler with a stellar run lately on the mound, really carving up lineups. That's to third. Slinging it to first in time.
That is third. The third baseman, Brendan Donovan.
Top half of the third inning, and stepping in for the Mariners, Taylor King.
Well, it looks like they want to be real patient with him today. Make him come in the zone. Challenge these hitters. Make him work hard for his outs. Many times teams come in knowing that he can strike out the house. They're very aggressive because they don't want to fall into a 2-strike count.
King started after it, tried to hold up. Now a look to first, didn't go. The 2-1. Right through there for a strike. Now a blooper back behind short. Makes the catch. One down.
Next is the third baseman, Brendan. The right fielder, Taylor King.
Well, this is the type of hitter you want up in this situation. Some sluggers coming up behind him. He's so good at moving runners, but also getting on base. See if he can be patient here.
2 down, nobody on. And it's through for a hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
These guys today are so great with handling velocity. They're seeing high speeds day after day, and a nice job of turning that one around.
At the plate, Brendan Donovan. Hit on the ground softly to short. Schumann. They take the force out, and that is that. One left for Seattle. They trail at 5-2. Man at first, nobody out. Taylor King digs in now. 1 for 3. That one's upstairs, ball 1.
Now, these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ballgame.
Next pitch in for a strike. And now it's even 1-1.
Well, it looks like he's wanting to work the upper part of the strike zone. What does that mean? Top hand better be working for the hitters. Adjust that side a little bit. Give yourself a chance to hit.
Tying run at the plate. And that one fouled off. Got him swinging. It's a strikeout.
That's about as nasty of a splitter as you'll come across, especially in terms of movement. I mean, that thing tumbles out of his hand and just drops off the table at the last moment. If he keeps it down, it's just so tough to put wood on.
All set to start the ninth in this one. Leading off, Taylor King. That one finds the zone. 0-1. Way inside, gets out of the way. Fouls it off, still 1-2.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his bat down just enough to make contact with that pitch. Keep the at-bat alive.
Struck him out swinging. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth.
Boog gets talked about.
King had a rough go of it in the loss. Just one hit in 5 at-bats.
Oh, certainly a frustrating game at the plate, Boog. I think he'd be the first to tell you he's capable of better. I'm sure the loss isn't sitting well with him either.
One down. Taylor King up next for the Mariners. He set a new career high in home runs this year. And Siggy, he's just trying to set the bar as high as possible now. Two of the most potent offenses in the game squaring off.
Well, this is a big-time matchup right now, and stop what you're doing, folks. Watch this, because you have two of the game's best going, a Cy Young candidate and an MVP candidate. Look out.
Heel in his 6th season, 28 years old, and he's a former Rookie of the Year. This one in the air, center field. Trap under it. He makes the grab, and there are 2 down.
Batting third, the catcher, Cal Raleigh.
King steps in now. This is one of those matchups that'll test every ounce of a hitter's approach, Siggy.
Yeah, if you get a pitch to hit, Boog, you better not miss it. You might not see another one all day.
First offering way inside, almost got him.
If he doesn't get a knock right here, that pitch he just took is going to eat at him for a while. You might not see another pitch like that from a top-level guy like this.
Tied up here in the early going. And he swings through that one.
With 2 out and nobody on, you want to go right after this guy. He's the number 2 hitter, which means if he gets on, you've got some thunder coming up behind him.
2 down, nobody on. On the ground, McMahon fires over to first, and that'll do it. Home half of the 3rd coming up, tied at 1. King steps in, facing one of the top arms in the league. Big moment, big challenge.
You know, Boog, these are the matchups that tell you what a hitter is made of. Let's see what he brings to the table right here.
And that one way outside. Ball 1. The possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. Nobody out. Close, but called a ball. Ball 2.
Home plate umpires trying to tighten things up a little bit.
That clips the corner. Two and one now. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. Tying run in scoring position, and we're in the top half of the sixth. Stays alive. Battling here as he fouls it away. Line shot into the gap, should score at least one. Runner around third on his way to the plate. He'll score and they've tied it. Pulls into second. That's an RBI double. A perfect example right there. That plate discipline, it pays off.
The deeper he gets into a count, the more comfortable he becomes, and he usually wins the battle.
Go ahead run on base. Cal Raleigh up next for the Mariners. King starts it off with a lead. Looking to play add-on, not just maintenance, singing.
Yeah, partner, when you've got momentum, you ride it.
Right down to shoot, and that's strike one. That one ripped. Takes it in for the out. One away.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
King digs in. Late inning, 2 outs. RBI chance. Massive at-bat here, Singy.
Yeah, Boog. One mistake in this game might tip for good. Gotta lock in.
That one at the knees for a strike. The Mariners trying to break this one open here at the top of the ninth. Out towards right center field. Judge gets under it. And that is that. Mariners leave a couple as they can't add to their 4-2 lead. King with a good game to help lift them to the win.
I really liked how he looked in this one. He consistently came to the plate with a solid plan, and it showed in the results. Nice job.
Taylor King now at the plate.
Taylor King.
Cole, more than 100 career wins on the mound, and of course has a Cy Young to his credit. Left field. Bellinger takes it in for the out. And a couple of quick outs.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
That one inside. And that is ball one. His home run numbers stand out, Chris. Nobody has hit more in his team.
he's just missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike. But so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone, and the last two pitches that he's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes.
Dominic Canzone in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Here's a 3-0. So a walk puts runners at first and second.
He did not take the bat off his shoulder the entire at bat.
Dominic Canzone getting ready to hit. So RBI spot. King steps in. Team's still looking for that first run today.
Yeah, this is where leadership shows up. Not just the big swings, but quality in bats. Well, we're expecting to see strikeouts in this one. Cole is in the 2,000 strikeout club and only needed around 1,700 innings to get there. You know, only Chris Sale and Pedro Martinez needed fewer innings to reach 2,000 strikeouts.
Well, this guy on the mound's done a lot better than we would have expected, and the hitters just don't seem to have the right game plan. They're taking too many mistake pitches for called strikes.
That one ripped right center field. Out of here! A solo shot. His 36th home run of the season, and they're on the board. It's 2-1.
He's been so difficult to pitch against lately. It seems like no matter how you attack him, he finds a way to punish you. It's like he's playing wiffle ball up there, and that's typically not the easiest way to hit a home run. To the slight opposite field, into the gap. Man, making it look easy, that's for sure.
Ready to begin the 8th. Taylor King steps in. League leader in OPS, Singy.
Yeah, he's crushing mistakes, but also taking what pitchers give him. That's next level hitting.
Plate discipline and raw power. Tough to teach that combo.
No doubt about it. OPS tells the story perfectly. He's their offensive engine.
2-0. Fastball is outside. Dominic Canzone up next for the Mariners. .3-0 down. And that's in there at the knees for a strike. .3-2 now. Popped up, middle of the diamond. Rice. And there's one away.
Up next is the left fielder, number 8,
King had a great showing in this game despite the team's loss. Only one hit, a home run.
I'll tell you, I was excited every time he came up. Even though he couldn't lift them to a win, he really made an impact. Great job in this one.
live from Arlington, Texas. An AL West matchup on the show. It's the Seattle Mariners and the Texas Rangers.
And now, please welcome
First pitch coming at you right after the break. One down. Taylor King up next for the Mariners. King needs just one hit to reach 200 for the season. That's in there. That's strike one.
Pretty impressive the year he's put together. 200 hits doesn't happen by accident. And there are some years nobody reaches 200 at all. Props to him for getting this far.
This one in the air. Seager. 2 down.
that is third. The catcher, Wallace.
Man at first, one away.
The right fielder, Taylor King.
Here comes the 0-1. Yeah, that's fouled off. Top of the third, no score.
It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball was down enough where you're going to catch up to one. That's the one. When he elevates, guys aren't touching it.
And a 1-2. Just missed. And an ABS challenge coming from behind the dish. Not far out of the zone, but it was a ball. Still one challenge left for them. Sosa leads off first with one away. On the ground, 2 ball. Over to Seager. On to first, double play. One hit in the inning, but no one left. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. No score. All set for the top of the 6th. And stepping in for the Mariners, Taylor King.
Well, these Mariners just aren't putting great swings on the baseball in this one. They're trying to find ways to drive the ball with some authority, but it's just not happening for them so far. 0 extra base hits in the game, so it's been tough.
Oh, this one high and deep, way back there. Out of here. His 37th homer of the year. And the Mariners have the lead. It's 1-0.
The one thing the pitcher didn't want to happen just happened. That's not an easy one to stomach. Well, he put a really nice swing on that one, and everything was on time, took a direct path to the ball, excellent extension, and just drove it out of here. Nothing better than when the ball jumps off your bat like that.
2 outs, runner at first. Taylor King up next for the Mariners. He's already homered in this game.
Oh, that's out.
Next offering in there for a strike. Now 2-1. liner. Nice grab on the run. And that is that. One hit, one left. Midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. It's the Mariners 3 and the Rangers nothing. This is AL West action on MLB The Show. King was able to collect his 200th hit of the season in this ball game.
Yeah, and Boog, this is a more impressive achievement than a casual fan might think. Fewer than 300 players all time have had even one 200 hit season. Hats off to him on reaching this mark.
Taylor King currently on a 10-game hitting streak. Can he keep it going today? It's the Seattle Mariners and the Texas Rangers. First pitch coming your way next. One down. Now the number 2 hitter, Taylor King. King matched a homer in his last game. Up the middle. On the run, sends it over to first. In time. Got him.
That is third. The left fielder, number 8, Dominic Canzone. Up next for Seattle, the right fielder, Taylor King.
In there for a strike at the top of the zone. Shoots a line drive single into right center. Lead runner holds up. They're at first and second with nobody out. Not sure if too many people have been paying attention to it quite yet, Singy, but that extends his hit streak to 11 now.
Well, I know he knows about it, even if a lot of our viewers don't. And this is when it's clear it's no fluke. 11 games in a row. Man, that's when even the hitting coach starts to leave you alone. You're going so good that no.
3. 2 on, 2 outs. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. 2 on, 2 outs. That one is absolutely belted. Carrying well. Going. Gone. His 38th of the year, and they add to their lead. That's his 3rd straight game with a homer, Singy.
This dude is on fire, Boog. These kinds of streaks just don't come around too often. A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
So up next, Taylor King. He's already homered here in this one. And that's in there for strike 1.
Tough situation right here. So important as a pitcher to get ahead in the count as he did right there.
0-1. In the air. This one's well struck. And it is gone. Grand slam. Another homer. His 2nd home run of the game. And they add to the lead. It's 15-3.
You know, more than 100 grand slams are hit every season in baseball, but they're still exciting every single time. Well, a great job here of staying within himself. You know that if you get a knock, you're going to drive in a couple. So stay focused on that. Well, he does more than just a knock. Hits the grand slam to drive in 4. Really good job at the plate.
King locks in. If this offense were a lawnmower, he's yanking the cord and hoping for a roar.
And if that doesn't work, Boog, you better believe he's giving it a second pull.
Close, but called a ball. Ball 1.
He's just missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike. But so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone, and the last 2 pitches that he's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes.
That one misses. Ball 3. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Looked like a questionable call in that spot. He even seemed a little surprised it went his way at the plate. But as a hitter, you'll take that all day.
And now Dominic Canzone. The 1-2. High fly ball right field. Hernandez should have this one. Then there's one down.
Up next for Seattle, the catcher, Cal Raleigh.
So a man at first. Here's the catcher, Cal Raleigh. Yo, one. Runner on the go. Base knock right field. They fired in quickly, so it's first and second with only one away.
Up next for Seattle, the center field,
And now it's Julio Rodriguez.
Julio Rodriguez.
Here's your one. Popped up. And the infield fly rule call. Seager under this one.
Up next for Seattle, the third baseman, Brendan Donovan.
First and second, 2 down. And now for Seattle, Brendan Donovan. Popped up. Seager under it. And that is that. The Mariners on top 15-6. King digging in. They've got the lead, but here's another chance to set the tone.
Yeah, but one good swing and suddenly they add to the margin. Every run counts as this game moves along.
Right down to shoot. That's strike 1. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. And the leadoff man aboard.
Up next for Seattle, the left fielder, the eighth, Dominic.
Next to hit, Dominic Canzone. Two now. Right back to the mound. Could be an easy 2. To second for 1, and it's over his head.
Up next for Seattle, the catcher,
Cal Raleigh up next for the Mariners.
No matter what, when you're playing this kind of rival, take your game to another level.
So now 3-2 on the ground right side. Over to Seager. A sensational double play.
For me, that's one of the toughest double plays to turn on the infield. The first baseman has to get inside, create a throwing lane to hit that middle infielder to start the double play, and then from there completing it back to first. Really good job all the way around.
Runner at third, 2 gone. Now it's going to be Julio Rodriguez. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Oh, you know this guy wants to swing it, but he's showing some good patience in this one. It's the second time he's taken ball 4.
Brendan Donovan up next for the Mariners. Got him looking. That's a strikeout. The M's on top here, 15-6. King really stood out in this win. 4 hits, 2 of them leaving the yard.
Such a tremendous effort at the dish. Not every game is going to be like this one, so you need to enjoy it when it's happening.
Taylor King, fresh off an impressive 2-homer performance. He'll look to keep that momentum going today. It's the Seattle Mariners and the Texas Rangers. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. Next to hit, Taylor King. Well, in their win last game, this guy came up with 2 home runs, obviously trying to keep the roll going here in this one.
Well, made it so comfortable for his club to secure that win. Very fresh team today, and it doesn't have to be all on him, but the way he's been swinging it, I expect him to have another big one.
Rocker, the tall righty, 245 pounds, a former first-round pick in 2022. On the ground, a short could be 2. The flip, there's 1. Relay to first, double play.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
Up next is Seattle, the right fielder, Taylor King.
First pitch strike right there for him. He's going to have to do that consistently if he's going to give any length to his skipper.
Nootbaar off of first with 2 away. In the air, left field. Full extension, makes the catch. What a play.
Great diving catch to end the inning. That'll fire up the dugout for sure. Time to go swing it.
Man at first, 1 away.
The right fielder, Taylor King.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ballgame. I'm impressed by the number of first pitch strikes. He's not afraid of contact. Some guys, they'll nibble just because they don't want to get hit hard. That's not what we're seeing here.
In the air, right field. That's out number 2.
Up next is Seattle, the first baseman, number 12, John Naylor.
King steps in, 2 outs, down to the scoreboard, but you just need 1 at bat to light the match, Siggy.
And this guy's got the spark in him, Boog. Get on base and see what happens next. Well, it's critical right here that they bear down and turn in some quality at bats. Try to chip away at that lead, because if it gets to the 9th, that closer's coming in.
Just missed.
He's just missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike. But so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone, and the last two pitches that he's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes.
High fly ball, pretty well struck out towards right center. That one carrying, and that's going to bang against the wall. Safely into second. He's got a double.
Oh, you never like to cut it that close, but the hitting streak will live on at least another day.
Little bit of a tense moment, Singy. Looked like that might be the end of it.
I don't know, the way he's been going, his confidence must be sky high. So even if it takes until his last at bat, you get that sense that a hit's coming from this guy one way or another.
So runner at second, 2 down. And now it's Josh Naylor. Man at second. In the dirt, blocked. On the ground, right side. Arise onto first. And that is the inning. One left for Seattle. They trail in this one 3-0. King strung that hitting streak out for another game.
He's going to be a driver for their offense and change losses like this one to wins. He needs better days than this. Some good signs in this one, though.
Taylor King was made for this moment. Can he dazzle the crowd once again? Stick around and find out. It's the San Diego Padres taking on the Seattle Mariners. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. One down. Now it's the right fielder, Taylor King. Pivetta was recently named Pitcher of the Month for some outstanding work on the mound. The 1-0.
That's a ball.
No question that he earned that Pitcher of the Month award, Boog. He was just dominant. String together enough of those, and you can expect some other hardware on the mantle.
Inside. Ball 3. That's ball 4. Tried another fastball, but missed the spot.
That just came apart right there. 4-pitch walk, and guy at the plate was not going to help him out by swinging at something out of the zone.
Man at first. Now the left fielder, Dominic Canzone. Hit on the ground, might be 2. On to Cronenworth. And that's 2. We'll head to inning number 2 at T-Mobile Park. No score. King up now. Stepping in here is like walking into a haunted house. You know something nasty's coming. You just don't know when.
Yeah, and it's usually a wipeout slider that disappears in the shadows. Nightmare fuel.
That one close. Ruled a ball. Ball 1. And that's in there at the knees for a strike.
And that's a great take right there. Even though it's a strike, with the situation, runner on first base, you want to keep the ball off the ground. And you swing at that pitch, most likely you roll into a double play.
Here's a high chopper on to Cronenworth. Double play. What a twin killing to end the inning. 1 hit in the inning, a solo homer. 3 innings complete. It's the Mariners 1 and the Padres nothing. This is Mariners baseball on the show Northwest. Back in Seattle, let's take a look at the player of the month. He has been outstanding of late. And the first offering a fastball for a strike.
Well, these Mariners really impressing me with the quality of their at-bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in. So I'd say mission accomplished.
Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. On to first, got him. 1 away on the strikeout.
First strikeout for him in this one, and that splitter is maybe the go-to pitch when he's looking for a swing and miss like that. He throws it quite a bit, and that's a good example of the effect it can have on a hitter.
King digs in. He's left a few out there today, but this is the one that matters. RBI opportunity, Singy.
Yeah, his struggles today reset with a knock right here, Boog. Redemption is right in front of him.
Down the middle for a strike. And it's 0-1.
There it was. 0-0. Here it is. Hit it. He gets a take. Gets ahead in the count.
2 on, 2 outs. That's to third. Machado throws to first in time. Inning over on the ground out. Took just 2 pitches to finish the frame out of the bullpen. Two men left stranded, but they do push across one. Seventh inning coming up. It's the Mariners 6 and the Padres nothing. King with a less than great game in this one.
Definitely didn't do much of anything for him in this one. I think he knows he's capable of more. They got the W, but he wasn't the reason why.
So digging in, Taylor King. He set a new career high in home runs this year. And Siggy, he's just trying to set the bar as high as possible now. King batting second in today's lineup. And he's put together some good swings lately with 5 home runs in his last 10 games. Naylor aboard here at first with nobody out. Into left center for a base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Good start for him to this ball game tonight. And I always talk about it. Get a knock in your first at bat. It just makes your confidence at such a higher level for the potential of having a big night.
And now Dominic. Back at T-Mobile Park, Taylor King with an impressive home run total. Top 5 in the league is legit, Singy.
Oh, for sure, Boog. He's got that don't make a mistake vibe every time he steps in.
You can almost hear the crowd hold its breath when he swings.
Yeah, and most of the time it's for good reason. He's a human highlight reel.
Ball, that's out. Hey.
Two one now. On the ground to the left.
Come on, get here.
Over to Diaz. One gone, bottom of the third inning.
That's what a good sinker's designed to do. Get a guy to roll over a little bit, hit the ball on the ground, kill some worms while you're at it.
We head to the bottom of the 5th. And stepping in for the Mariners, Taylor King.
Well, these Mariners, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. We've already seen 8 line drives from them, and it's always a good sign when the ball is jumping off your bat. And that's what this offense has been doing so far today.
Challenge from behind the dish here. And the call stands. It was indeed a ball. So they'll lose their first challenge. Two-0. Fastball for a strike. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Up next for the Mariners, the left fielder, number 8.
Here's the left fielder, Dominic Canzone. There goes the runner. Popped in the air, left field. And there's one down. Throw sails over his head at first.
Up next for the Mariners, the center fielder.
One
number
down.
44,
And now it's Julio Rodriguez.
Rodriguez.
The 0-2. In the dirt, blocked. and looking for the K.
No, that's not the best two-strike fastball I've seen, but certainly got away with the location there. You know, sometimes as a hitter, when you're down in the count, you're so focused on a pitcher painting the black, and you just get a little bit locked up on something down the heart of the plate, not expecting it, and it just kind of freezes you.
Here's a 3-0. Runner takes off, so a walk puts runners at first and second.
Not what he wanted to do right there, Boog. That keeps this inning alive, puts a runner in the scoring position, and a chance for this offense to add on to their lead.
Here's the third baseman, Brendan Donovan. High fly ball, right field. And that's the inning. Mariners leave a couple, but they still lead it 3-1. Runner at third, nobody out. King, the next to hit.
I'm curious how he decides to attack on the mound. This guy at the plate has been great hitting under pressure this year.
Pitch is in there, and that is strike one.
Don't be surprised to ball on the ground to the corners that they come home with the baseball instead of going to first base.
Ripped on a line to center. Merrill should have this one. Reaching for it, makes the catch. Runner tags for home. It's a sac fly as he comes across to score, and they take a 3-run lead. King did a good job in the win.
Well, you can't win a lot of games without hitters delivering like he did in this one. No question, he's a key contributor for him.
And up next for Seattle, Taylor King. Chris, has been a good year for him, having already set a new career high for RBIs in a season. King getting the start in right, batting second in today's lineup, and his batting average this season is over 400.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
The 0-1. Ground ball left side, could be 2. Machado tossed to second to Diaz. That's 2.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
Set for the bottom of the third, and stepping in for the Mariners, Taylor King. Musgrove back to work.
Hey.
Now the 0-1. On the ground, Bogarts gets it to first. Leadoff man retired here in the third.
Up next for the Mariners, the catcher, Cal. Up next for the Mariners, the right fielder, Taylor King.
And this one squirts away from the catcher. The throw into second. Safe. He beats it. And now a man into scoring position.
Nobody on defense feels great right now. The pitcher feels responsible for missing so far outside, and the catcher wishes he could have done more to try to stop it.
Man at second. Pitch misses, and the count is 2-0.
When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up, and that's what he's been doing. It's made a big impact for him in recent games.
close, but called a ball. Ball 3. Raleigh hoping for a chance. He would represent the tying run.
Yeah, Boog, plenty of power in that bat. They'd love to give him a shot here.
Man on second, 2 down. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
He did not take the bat off his shoulder the entire at bat.
And now for Seattle, Cal Raleigh. King locks in, trying to turn momentum back in their favor. This is who they want up there to do it.
Yeah, and sometimes it just takes one swing to change the tone. This at bat could be that moment.
Well, these Mariners need to bring up the quality of their at-bats and specifically their swings. They're trying to find ways to drive the ball with some authority, but it's just not happening for them so far. 0 extra base hits in the game, so it's been tough for them to get anything going.
And it's into the gap. Naylor around second, headed for third. Throw comes in. Runner stopped. Second and third. Nobody out.
All over that one right there. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
And now, Cal Raleigh.
I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone here.
So 2 down. Now a chance for Taylor King. Here comes the 0-1. And that one fouled off. Naylor off of first with 2 away.
That turns out to be a really good take right there, but you don't want to end this game with the bat on your shoulder.
The Mariners down to their final strike. Out towards right center field. Merrill gets under it. He's got it. Ball game. The Padres salvage the finale of this 3-game series. King did well in the losing effort.
I really like how he looked in this one, Boog. He consistently came to the plate with a solid plan, and it showed in the results. They didn't win, but he can be proud of this game.
Taylor King is putting together an MVP type season. Near the top of every major category, he'll look to be a major contributor once again today. It's the Toronto Blue Jays taking on the Seattle Mariners. First pitch coming your way next. King stepping in now. Tough matchup here when you're facing someone that throws 97 miles an hour on the black.
Yeah, Boog, forget the scouting report. He's just got to step in the box and trust his instincts.
Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. King batting second in today's lineup, and he's been touching home plate quite a bit lately, scoring 8 runs over the last 10 games. This one in the air, center field. Lucas should have this one. 2 down.
Batting third, the left fielder, number 8, Dominic.
2 on, 2 outs.
Next for the Mariners, the right fielder, Taylor King.
That one finds a corner. That's strike 1.
Feels like the fastball's catching them off guard at times. They've watched several go by for strikes, and they're still not attacking them for some reason.
2 on, 2 outs. Turned on, but foul wide of third.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball, block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about, but some way, somehow climb back into this at bat through the count.
The 1-2. This to third, and that's a foul ball. Stays alive. First and second, 2 down here in the last half of the third. Hard liner. Should be extra bases. Runner around third. 1 runs in. Here comes the runner. The relay to the plate. And he's out. Cut down, and that ends the inning. A run on 2 hits, and they leave 1. On to inning number 4. Blue Jays 2 and the Mariners 1. This is Mariners baseball on the show Northwest.
Up next for the Mariners, the right fielder, Taylor King.
That one close, ruled a ball. Ball 1. His stolen base numbers this season are good enough to put him top 5 in baseball, Siggy.
When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up, and that's what he's been doing. It's made a big impact for him in recent games.
Outside. Offense exploding for 5 so far in the inning. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. So a walk puts runners at first and second.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
The left fielder, number 8.
Next to hit, Dominic Canzone. On the ground, Sanoha. They get the force. Ends the inning after they racked up a bunch of runs. All in all, 10 come to the plate. They bat around at 5 score. We're headed to the 5th. It's the Mariners 6 and the Blue Jays 2. You're watching Mariners baseball on the show Northwest. So up next, Taylor King.
The right fielder, Taylor King.
Well, these Mariners, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. Everything seems to be clicking, and the 6 extra base hits in the game kind of tells you everything you need to know. They're not getting fooled up there at all.
Naylor on at first, nobody out. Minter, 33 years old, and he was a second-round pick back in 2015. On the ground to the left, and foul ball. In the air to left center, Schneider settles underneath it, and there's one down.
Up next for the Mariners, the left fielder, number 8.
King with a good game to help lift them to the win.
Well, he definitely made a difference for him in this one. Nice effort to contribute to the win.
One down. Now the number 2 hitter, Taylor King. Singing when the year's over, he'll have a new career high for RBIs in a season. King, in his second season, 23 years old. And his last 10 games stand out. He's homered in 4 of them. Here comes the 0-1. Tap foul at the plate. And the 0-2. Jackknifes out of the way. Line drive to short and caught.
That at bat is a positive sign, even though it probably doesn't feel like it. He hit the ball hard, but it doesn't always work out in your favor. Sometimes a defender is there to make a play.
Runners at first and second with 1 gone. Right through there for a strike.
If he doesn't get a knock right here, that pitch he just took is going to eat at him for a while. You might not see another pitch like that from a top-level guy like this.
Two on, 1 out. Line drive, base hit. And the go-ahead run stops at third base.
Here's the ball. It's hit right back up the middle. Clearly a base hit. I mean, that's one of those where you're expecting the guy from second to score.
So bases loaded with 1 away. Dominic Canzone up. Two down, nobody on. Last half of inning number 5. Swing and a miss. That is strike 2. This one in the air, center field. On his way over, And that is the third out of the inning. So they go quietly there. 5 innings complete. It's the Mariners 3 and the Blue Jays 1. This is Mariners baseball on the show Northwest. King stepping in now. 2-out RBI opportunity here.
A knock could be the gut punch that seals it. Pressure moment.
Fastball for a strike. Two on, 2 outs. No question about this one. It's out of here. A 3-run shot. Home run number 40 on the year. And they boost their lead. It's 6-1.
That's a swing that'll boost the win probability for sure. He's so good at getting his arms extended, and that's exactly what he did right there. You don't typically want to pull a pitch in that part of the plate, but he doesn't allow his wrists to roll over, stays through the ball, gets the loft, and gets the home run.
King with his 40th homer of the season in this game.
And still racking up the long balls, Boog. I love the energy in the stands when he comes to the plate. The crowd knows there's always a chance he's going to treat him to a special moment.
Taylor King up next for the Mariners.
Taylor King.
Right through there for a strike. King matched a homer in his last game.
Probably the best one we have seen. Throwing it where he wanted to, have a nice tight spin to it, and a teaser just off the edge of the plate.
Ripped to third and caught.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
King in the box now. No balls and a strike. We know he's capable of hitting home runs, Chris. Nobody in the league has hit more. And a pop-up right side, foul territory. Oh, he brought it back.
Number 8, Dominic.
Back at T-Mobile Park, Taylor King steps in, league leader in OPS, Singy.
Yeah, he's crushing mistakes, but also taking what pitchers give him. That's next level hitting.
And that one is in for a strike. His home run numbers stand out, Chris. Nobody has hit more in his team. Ground ball left side. And the leadoff man set down in their half of the 5th.
Good late bite on that slider. Got the hitter out in front, rolled over on it. Exactly what it was supposed to do.
2 outs, runner at first. At the plate, Taylor King. 0 for 3 in this one.
Yeah.
0-1 now. Oh, look at the stop. Throw to second. Steps on the bag for the force. Inning over on the ground out. Took just 2 pitches to finish the frame out of the bullpen. Mariners leave 1. They lead at 5-4. King had a game to forget.
Certainly a frustrating game at the plate, Boog. I think he'd be the first to tell you he's capable of better. Still, they got the win.